In a community where every guide video is basically I'm here to hold your hand and tell you that it's okay. It's okay if you can't even defeat Massive Moss Charger on Radiant, but it's absolutely not okay if you don't try. So I'm going to give you one specific strategy plus a charm build for every single one of the boss fights. Tips that helped me change my Hall of Gods tablet into this. I appreciate any form of support, even as small as hitting the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Before we start, you need to know how to overcharm. I'm sure most of you know how, but just in case, if you have never unlocked overcharm, just go to the charm menu and pick random charms to fill all the notches except one. Then try selecting a charm with 2 or higher notches, and as you can see, it won't fit. Keep trying until this happens. Now you can overcharm yourself, which means using an extra charm in the cost of receiving double damage. But since we're doing a Radiant run, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get to it. Gruz Mother. The only thing you must know is that you should avoid hitting her when she's floating around, because you never know when she's gonna charge towards you. So wait around that time and always face towards her. If she started charging, dash through her and turn towards her again. That's the key. Then as she starts her slamming attack, you can start hitting with the nail. Do it like this. Hit her a few times and dash to the next platform. Vengefly King. All you need is Pogo and Descending Dark. Just stay in the middle and wait until they do the diving attack. Then jump and either Pogo on them, or if you have enough souls, do the Descending Dark spell. You can Pogo on small flies too if you needed to get out of an intense situation. Just avoid going to the edges for an attack. Pogo is more than enough here. Brooding Mawlek. Just hit it until it raises its claw, then retreat. It's important to not use steady body because the nail's recoil will keep your distance with the claw, and when it jumps in the air or shoots a swarm of infection on you, just dash through the boss and go to the other side. Bonus tip. If Brooding Mawlek was in the corner of the arena when this attack triggered, you can dash through the infection as well. Needs accurate timing, but it's absolutely possible. False Knight. There's a saying, the best defense is a good offense. This can't be more true with False Knight. What you need to do is to keep hitting him continuously. If you're fast enough, you can stagger him before he has a chance to attack. Then when he gets up, hit him a few more times and stay back until the rage phase is over. You can throw these barrels at him by hitting them, but if it's too hard for you, just shoot a Shade Soul at him. Failed Champion. Almost like the last one, with a little twist. Failed Champion has way more health than False Knight, meaning you can stagger him in time to avoid his attacks. So let's learn them. When he jumps towards you, all you need to do is to dash through him with Sharp Shadow equipped. If he jumped back, he's preparing for this attack. Now don't panic, you just have to go back a little, but not too far or you won't see his next attack, and jump when the energy beam comes. He can do this up to 3 times, but after that he will definitely do the jump attack. After the first stagger, it gets quite easier because now you can hit him while he prepares the rage attack, making the fight shorter. Hornet Protector. Descending Dark works like magic on her. Just hit her at the beginning and do a proper Descending Dark so she staggers. Rinse and repeat. The fact that the nail's recoil throws her away like a ragdoll is what you need to use against her. Hornet Sentinel. Unlike the last one, you need to take it really slow here. Hornet attacks way faster now and you can't see them coming, so take your ground, do a lot of dashes and avoid jumping as much as possible. If she parried your attack, dash away and don't jump. And don't slip on that Descending Dark. If you can get the timing right, Shade Soul is a good alternative, but I still suggest that one. Massive Moss Charger. Press X. That's it. The only thing you need to know is that it's not about hitting it as fast as you can. It's about keeping a rhythm, going with the flow.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
And if it did the jumping attack first, just go forward a little. Flukemarm. Stand right here and use the elegy. Now just press the attack button as fast as you can. Fluke phase can't reach you easily and you can stay here as long as you can. Well, except if they come out of this hole. But other than that, it's really foolproof. Mantis Lords and Sisters of Battle. These two are more about hands-on experience. You can't really tell someone how to win this, especially Sisters of Battle, but I'll try my best. If a Mantis attacks from above, the ideal way to dodge is by walking. Or if that's not possible, then and only then dashing. If you face a ground attack, the correct way to dodge is by jumping. Do not try to dash through them here because it gets too unpredictable after that. In Sisters of Battle, when this attack triggers, stay in the middle until the third Mantis jumps over you, then move aside a little and jump away. I know it's quite hard to remember all of these in the heat of the fight, but stick to them and your muscle memory will do the rest. Oblobbles. Probably one of the toughest to Radiant. What you need to do is to keep both of them close to each other at one side of the arena. Every time you hit one of the Oblobbles, they turn towards you, so keep that in mind and start controlling their moves. What's the secret ingredient? Shade Soul. This is absolutely game changer. Just stand at one side of the arena, let them shoot their infections and then go hit each one with a nail. After you get enough soul, throw a shade soul and push them back even further. This helps you keep their direction always towards you as well. Then when they get too close, switch the sides and do it again. Just don't get caught in the middle of them. And for the second phase, just keep your distance. You can't get close as easy anymore, so just stay back and look for very small windows of attack. Hive Knight. He has 2 direct attacks. If he took this pose, this is the long charge. Just dash through him and turn around. But if he went like this, it's his short range attack. Step back a little and hit him after his attack is over. Do not use your dash here because he might catch you off guard with the first attack right after when you don't have an active dash. But his 2 other abilities are what's gonna cause you problems. If he summoned the bees, keep hitting him until he does the long charge. After you dash through him, he usually waits a little until the bees are gone, so you can use that time to dodge them now. As for the spikes, try standing here, not right under it, but near that place, and do it with one of the spikes on the side. Or if it's tough for you to calculate, Descending Dark will give you enough iframes to avoid getting hit as well. Broken Vessel. The key to defeat him relies completely on dash. When he charges towards you, do not try anything except dash. If he tried this jump attack, get really close and hit him so he moves away and you get the safe spot in the middle. Do not let him start his cascade attack. He can be defeated way sooner than this. If he did, just D-Dark him back to the abyss. Lastkin. Almost exactly like Broken Vessel, except you need to do it faster. And if you can't handle the infected balloons, Defender's Crest will keep them away. And remember that this one does way more harmless jumps that might confuse you. Every time he jumps, just go forward regardless of his plans. Nosk. You need a cycle for this boss. Stay right here and every time he rushes from left side, pogo on him and when he's at your right, dash through him. The real problem is with the infection he shoots. This area right here is the safest place to be. The infection either doesn't land here at all or if it does, it takes a higher trajectory and tells you exactly where it's gonna land. The second phase is quite easy. Slowly move away so the infection lands right behind you. Winged Nosk. This boss is exactly like Vengefly King's. Just stay in the middle and pogo when she dives towards you. Here it's quite easier to track where the infection is gonna land, but don't get too close to the edges because that's where the density increases. Collector. This one's quite easy. First of all, get to the place the jars are gonna land so you can destroy them immediately. Then when you attack the Collector, he's gonna jump on your head. Just push forward button and you can dodge him easily, like this. Bonus tip, Dash Master and Sprint Master can both work on this boss. The first one helps you with the jars, the second helps you with the boss. God Tamer. Just ignore the girl and focus on the beast. It only has 2 attacks. One of them is the spew, which is quite easy to keep track of. When the infection is raining on you, run to the opposite direction. If the beast got too close, be ready to stick on the wall and jump to the other side in case of a spew attack. The roll attack is when you get your window. The beast will always try to land on you until the very last second of its roll, so get away from the God Tamer at the last moment to drag the beast away from her. That's when you can hit it. Killing the beast will kill them both. Crystal and Enraged Guardian. I don't think this one even needs a guide. Just hit him until the beam appears, dash through him and hit him more. Uumuu. First of all, stand on this platform and wait. For the chase attack, grab this wall and slowly slide down using the crystal dash. The burst attack is quite easier, especially if you maintain a good altitude. After hitting it with an Uumuu, shoot as much shade souls at it until it dies. Traitor Lord. For his dash attack, dash through him with Sharp Shadow equipped. And for the dive attack, walk slightly towards him in your gut. Do not use your dash here or it might not recharge in time. Then comes the ground pound, which you can do one of these. Either be cautious with attacking Traitor Lord and don't get too cocky, so you have time to run when he does the pounding attack, or if you can never see it coming, a good trick is to dash away here instead of through. That way if you mistake the pounding with dash attack, you won't accidentally jump to the hitbox. Grey Prince Zote. First of all, avoid dashing through him at any cost. Second, only attack when he trips down. At other times, he's too unpredictable for you to know his next move. When he spits Zotelings, you should dedicate everything to killing them first or they will gang up on you. For the summoning, shooting a Shade Soul will usually do the trick. And of course there's the flail attack which you should pogo until it trips. Last but not least, the Shadow Slam. Keep walking and in the last second, dash away, jump on your gut to hit him a few times. Avoid going to the corners as much as possible, but don't centralize yourself either or the bombs will be a problem. A good place to be is about 1/3 of the arena. This is one of the top 5 hardest Radiant bosses to pull, so good luck. Soul Warrior. Thank God we're back to the easy ones. So, there are basically 3 moves to cover and all these can be dealt with Sharp Shadow. Unlike Broken Vessel, Defender's Crest won't work here on these follies, so don't even try it. If you're too close to the Soul Warrior and they shoot an orb, dashing through them won't be a good idea because it might trigger his dash attack. Soul Master. For the dash attack, you need to jump and poke on him. If you did the slam attack, dash away and then jump. And as for the clock attack, do this. Your best window of attack is when he starts shooting orbs. To prevent getting hit by the orbs, only dash or walk, never jump. Your plan should be deflecting the orbs to the ground, not to the air where they can turn back and chase you. As for the second phase, having Dash Master equipped sure helps, but be aware of the recharge time and keep walking around as well. Soul Tyrant. Now we're talking. This one is entirely different than its sibling boss fight. Sure, the dash attack still should be met with the pogo, but other than that, you need a different strategy. Let me just show it to you. For the clock attack, if it starts from the right side, do it like this. But if it starts from the left side, you can't really do anything except running away like this. This time, orb attack might not be a great time to attack Tyrant if you don't know how. Don't chase him around like Soul Master, he's too quick and gets away. Instead, stand in the center and dodge the orbs until it's close enough to get hit. Just don't get greedy, and just like Soul Master, dash towards the orbs, not away from them. Another thing is the slam attack, which you should be really careful. When the slamming triggers, dash away and jump right when Tyrant is about to hit the ground. If you delay this attack, use your double jump and move back towards him so you can land in a safe place. The second phase is the most troublesome part. You should pay close attention or it's been all for nothing. Never stand still. Keep moving and when he appears, dash away and then, right when he lands on the ground, change direction. If you do it a second later, you can't escape the next attack. This way he gets behind a little and gives you a safe distance from the hazard zone. Dung Defender. For the Dung toss, you have 2 solutions. First is to just hit rapidly and hope that you can deflect all the dung he throws, which I won't suggest because things might get out of hand. The other solution is to do an alternating attack, meaning every time he throws a dung, you sit back and wait, then get close and hit him, and then sit back again. For the dive attack, just dash through him and start hitting him from behind. If he started doing this, you can juggle him and prevent his attack sequence to end. And for the burst attack, stand around here and then attack. The second phase is quite similar to what you do with the burst attack, just continuous and longer. White Defender. Most of the things I said about Dung Defender applies here too, except that since this boss is way faster, I strongly suggest the juggling because it's a really easy way to tank his health. Also, his burst attack contains more projectiles and they're closer to each other, so you might want to be careful with hitting him more or the nails recoil might get you into trouble. Watcher Knight. First I should explain some genius detail about this boss. Watcher Knight wouldn't be as difficult if it would start with 2 knights right away. Team Cherry decided to use 1 knight at first, so you know how easy it can be. Then when the second knight comes along, you feel an urge to kill the older one faster and keep the fight 1v1. It's impossible and your haste will cost you the fight, so instead, keep it as slow as possible. Now, how should you fight? With the charm build I showed you, you have to kill the first knight with your nail. That will fill up all your soul tanks. Then as you face 2 knights, use Descending Dark and Shade Soul as much as possible. Every time one of the knights falls down, it's time to use your nail again on the other one and refill your soul tanks until the next one rises. Bonus tip. Go to the settings and turn the music volume off. This way you can hear when the knights are doing the roll attack, even if they're out of the frame. No eyes. This is another boss that you should be patient for and take it slow. The important thing to know here is that if you have trouble with this one, avoid these 2 platforms. Basically, do not chase around and just wait. Since you have Soul Eater equipped, you can shoot lots of Shade Souls at her. Marmu. Steady body and good timing is all you will ever need. Stand as close to a corner as possible and just hit the nail in correct timing. Easy. Galien. Stand right under him and as you keep hitting him over and over, start walking with him. When the saw comes towards you, dash through and go back where you were. The only important thing to know is that when you're hitting Galien, don't jump to get closer. It creates imbalance and things will get out of your hand. Markoth. Finally, the one I've been scared of the most. To be completely honest, I've never beat Radiant Markoth. I tried really hard to at least beat him for this video, but it just wasn't possible. So everything I say here is from Loki Guide's channel and his video, so shout out to Loki Guides. Basically what he says is about the second phase. You need to hit Markoth 16 times without using a spell. Then when there's a window, spam hit him as much as possible. Step back and shoot Shade Souls until he dies before he has time for phase 2. What would I add to this? Try baiting him to go up here in the first phase, and then hit him from below at this platform. Good luck. Xero. First of all, stick to the middle platform. Second, the thing you must remember is that the sword's charge is only half of the danger you face. The other half is the sword's going back. If you were between Xero and his fallen sword, then you need to dodge it for the second time. If not, then you're good to hit him. When he summoned extra swords, it's time to bombard him with shade souls. Gorb. Try not to go dramatic over his spikes. Usually it can be avoided with walking or a half jump. Only attack him when he has teleported near you, and keep your soul for the third phase. With all that spikes he summon, it's now impossible to get close. So shoot shade souls or do shrieks a few times and you're good. Elderhu. Can it be easier than this? Just dash when the hammers come down. You don't have to dodge the hammers, just dash through them. Oro Mato. When it's a dual boss, it's safe to assume the fight is gonna be spell based. Just like always, use the nail at the first phase to fill your soul tank. For this attack, dash away and not through him. Because in the second phase, if you dash through, you will find yourself between the two of them. And believe me, you don't want to stand between them. Then for the second phase, here's what you gotta do. When they take turns to attack like this, stand back and throw a shade soul. Then when their attack is finished, get close and hit them once to refill your tank. The charged attack will usually force you to give up your ground and go to the middle. Just try to get off there as soon as possible, and if you couldn't, Descending Dark might give you enough iframe to think of an escape route. Paintmaster Sheo. This one's way easier than his brothers. Here's all you need to know. First of all, do not push him back to the edge of the arena. If you do, he starts jumping around pointlessly and you can't see what comes next. Second, his most dangerous attack is the blue attack, not purple or yellow. That's because people usually underestimate it and get too close to attack for too long and won't see the attack coming. Last but not least, if Sheo stepped back too much and got out of the frame, it's safe to assume he's gonna do the yellow attack and jump just in case. Sly. Looks scarier than it really is. For this attack, just run away until he does his 2 sword slashes, and then when he's about to do the rotating attack, dash through and get behind him, gaining an attack window. For this jump attack, beware of his secondary slash and stay back. As for the cyclone slash, jump and pogo on him until it's over. But the second phase is really where it gets hard. Stay here close to the center, but not exactly in the center. Wait until it gets really close, then dash to the corner and turn back immediately to hit him in time. Sly tends to trick you to waste your dash by almost getting close without any attack. So don't panic when he rushes towards you. You will have enough time to dash anyway. Pure Vessel. There are 2 styles of fighting Pure Vessel. A jump based fight and a dash based fight. We're gonna go with the latter. For a dash based fight, you need to be immaculate with your timings. Dash Master Charm will recharge your dash right when you need it. So if you have to chain dashes together, don't panic thinking it won't recharge in time. Just wait until it's active again. Dash anytime sooner and you're dead. You can avoid all of these attacks with the dash, but try not using it against this one. And then the void attack is the only one you have to jump and maybe pogo him a little bit. Grimm. Grimm and Nightmare King fights are basically a dance. No creativity, no improvise. You just have to do fixed moves in response to your partner's moves. And that makes my life easier actually. For this attack, you just have to double jump and then dash. For this one, dash away, double jump, and change direction to land behind him. As for this one, either walk away or dash away and then calibrate your position towards the raining fire. Nightmare King Grimm. The idea is the same, but the execution changes. For this attack, you need to do a half jump, get in the middle of the first 2 and dash to the other side. For this one, move slightly in one direction and hit him if you could. This one was in Grimm fight too, but because of the red trail, do not go behind him. Dash, double jump, and then pogo if possible. And then there's this one, which you should dash through, go the opposite side and use the vast space there to dodge the fireballs. You could dash away as well, but then you won't have enough maneuverability for the fireballs. Absolute Radiance. Phase 1. For the energy orbs, walk and dash instead of jumping, because if you do that, they won't hit the ground and will come after you. If the beam attack can catch you off guard, hit the Radiance from this angle instead of directly from below. And for the spikes, D-Dark on it and it goes back to the ground. Phase 2. This is actually the main part of the fight. First of all, try staying close to this platform. It's better to take this one slow and wait for her to get closer to you. This time it's not as easy to avoid the orbs by walking or dashing. So what you want to do is to stay here where you're surrounded by platforms and try to smash the orbs into them. For the energy beam and the sword wall, this platform is better. And D-Dark is just a great assist when you need a little iframe. Phase 3 is quite simple. Just one thing to mention is that there's a rhythm to maintain here. Don't just rush to the next platform. Keep your flow and do it calmly. Phase 4. Finally, you reach the peak of the game. What you need to do is dragging the orbs to the upper area behind the screen. You do that by pogoing off the Radiance, but one thing to remember is that going there is easy, but maintaining yourself isn't. So when you do a pogo, manage your double jump and dash in a way that you can avoid the next orb, and you can pogo again on the Radiance. Good luck, you will need it. I hope this video could help you with your full Radiant journey. If it did, I appreciate all your support. You know, hitting the like button, subscribe, donation, or you can add a comment with a tip about a specific boss fight. Until next time, don't you dare go hollow.